This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNN Live. We're at the Sprott Symposium 2018 in Vancouver, BC, Canada. With me today for a Wall Street View is Doug Casey from Casey Research. He's a speaker and an author. Doug, welcome back to SNN Live.
It's a pleasure both to see you and to be in Vancouver, Shelley.
I believe you. Thank you. Let's get started with a little explanation as to what you do, and then we'll go from there.
Well, I have opinions on the markets, all of the markets all around the world, and I write books, a couple of New York Times bestsellers, most recently a couple of novels, Speculator and Drug Lord.
So, what are you speaking on at this symposium?
Well, I'm going to talk about why the Bitcoin and crypto revolution is actually going to be very good for gold. So that's going to be my main speech. Of course, there's a mania on in cryptos. The bubble's partially deflated now. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen next. I first got involved in Bitcoins when I was given one, when it was worth $13. I still have that Bitcoin today. And I've bought more and sold some over the years. So Bitcoins, the wave of the future, they say.
Now, how does that relate to gold and silver?
Well, here's the thing. The actual value of Bitcoin, in my opinion, is mostly as a transfer mechanism. That's why, however, not just millions, but billions of people in third world countries, in Africa, in South Asia, that have currencies that are blocked and that are worth little within their countries and nothing outside their countries. If people want to save, it's pointless to save kwachas and pulas and nairas. So these people who all have smartphones now, after they buy a used T-shirt, the next thing they buy is a smartphone. They're all going to get into Bitcoins, and I think it's going to become the international currency. It's going to replace the dollar, because in order to have dollars, you essentially need banks. And banks in these third world countries are almost as bad as the currencies themselves. So even though Bitcoin has gone from $20,000 to down to $6,500 today, I guess, something like that.
It's over 7,000 today.
Oh, it's up. Oh, good. I haven't checked. Well, excellent. I'm cautiously optimistic about the future for Bitcoin, at least until version 2.0 comes out. But the big thing, one of the most important things about Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies is it's drawn people's attention to the fact that the US dollar and all other currencies are just floating abstractions. And people are saying, well, wait a minute, why do I have to own dollars? I can own Bitcoins. But since Bitcoin has another set of problems, I think it's going to draw a lot of attention to gold, because gold is the only financial asset that's not simultaneously somebody else's liability. And it's real, it's tangible, unlike a Bitcoin, which has use, but gold has more use.
So what do you see going forward in terms of like sovereigns? Some are into Bitcoin, some are more into gold. Where do you think the direction is?
My guess is that Bitcoin probably hit the bottom at around $6,000, and it's probably going to go back up. Now, whether that's a dead cat bounce or we've just had another pullback in a long bull market, I'm not exactly sure. But the fact that Bitcoin is hurting confidence in the dollar, drawing attention away from the dollar, eventually this is going to draw attention towards gold. So I guess I'm bullish on both Bitcoin and gold, and I own both.
What do you see in gold, particularly trading at around 12 and change, down from its high? It's sort of leveled off at this point. Where do you see it?
That's a good question. We have to look at how much gold is there in the world. Maybe 6 billion ounces have been mined since the dawn of history. Most of it, almost all of it, still in existence someplace. In other words, that's less than an ounce of gold for every man, woman, and child on the planet. That's one argument for gold being higher. But look, we need a reliable money in the world. And the dollar is no longer a reliable money because the U.S. government is creating them, has been creating them since 2007 by the trillions. And when the economy goes back into a recession, well, it's not going to be a recession. It's going to be much, much worse than a recession. Later this year, next year, it's long overdue. The dollar is going to lose value rapidly. Where are people going to go? Are they going to buy any other government currencies? I think not. I think there's going to be a panic back into gold.
So you would be advising if you had clients, you would be advising them to buy Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, not only Bitcoin, obviously, there's other cryptocurrencies, and gold at this point.
Yes, I would. What are your alternatives? The stock market is in a bubble, and I think it's rolling over. Real estate is in a bubble, certainly in major cities around the world, and I think it's starting to roll over. And the bond market is in a hyper bubble. That's the big disaster out there because it's bigger, much bigger than the stock market. So where are you going to put your money? The only things that are cheap in the world today are commodities. And gold, along with being money in its most basic form, is also a commodity. So yeah, I'm very bullish on gold.
So what do you do when you meet someone in the market, like let's say walking around at this symposium, and they come over to you and they say, we're long gold, we're long cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Should we buy juniors? Is that something, is that a question you can field?
Well, foolishly, because I've been playing in the junior part of the mining market, the exploration companies, the development companies, for 40 years now. They're the most volatile class of securities on the planet. They're not investments, they are speculations. Your timing is critical. That and choosing the right company, because 90% of them are, well, at least burning matches, or worse than burning matches. But is now a good time to buy them? I believe it is, because I'm bullish on gold, I'm bullish on all the other metals, uranium, nickel. There's 92 elements in the periodic table. Now is an excellent time to buy these things. And I think as the U.S. government and other governments create trillions and trillions more dollars, some of it's going to flow into this. This isn't even a micro-cap area of the market. It's a nano-cap. In fact, it's a pico-cap area of the market. They're volatile. I like them. Timing is good. Let's see if I can make 10 to 1 on my money over the next couple of years.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, this Wall Street View with Doug Casey was from Casey Research. Let's get your website out there for more information.
Well, go to internationalman.com or caseyresearch.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, Casey Research, speaker, author at this symposium. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNN Live, coming to you live from the Sprott Symposium 2018 in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Doug, thanks for coming on as always.
Thanks, Shelley.